Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmapavam Vasishtam Shaktim Chatatputra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Madasya Sishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam Chahastamalakam Chashishyam Tam Todakam Vartika Manyan Asmadgurun Santatamanatosmi Prananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samastajana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Yes. Shankaraనంద Gurupadam Bhujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane. I think we saw up to verse number 43. We'll read 43. Jivadvaitam tu shastriyam ashastriyamiti dvida upadatida shastriyam atatvasya bodhanat. Jivadvaitam tu shastriyam ashastriyamiti dvida upadatida shastriyam atatvasya bodhanat. In the previous verse, verse number 12, the correct padacheda is abhadakam sadakam cha dvaitam ishvara nirmitam. Ishvara nirmitam dvaitam abhadakam sadakam cha. Abhadakam badana rahitam na badhyate. It doesn't obstruct anybody's progress, Ishvara Srishti. In fact, it becomes sadakam. Mukti sadakam bhavati. And it is also apanetum ashakyam. Ishvara Srishtistu na varaniyam. Nivaritum na shakyate na apaniyam. It cannot be removed. You may leave away from this world, but Bhagavan's creation will continue. Therefore, Cha iti astam. That is how it is to be done. It is to be dissected like that. Cha iti astam. Let it be. Asta means let it be. Tat dvishyate kutah. Why are you worried about that, or why are you hating that? जो जिन आपके लिए वो बंधन नहीं करता है, उसके लिए आपको क्यों क्रोध करते हैं? Why are you upset and angry about something which does not even disturb you? In fact, it is sadhana. It is indeed a beneficial or favorite aspect of your sadhana. How it will be seen later. Whatever is bhadakam karoti, whatever is that which is obstructing your progress, उसके बाद में उसके बारे में हम सोचेंगे अभी. वो क्या है? जीव का सृष्टि. जीव सृष्टिस्तु बाधकम न साधकम. In that also there are shastriyam and ashastriyam. Those which are shastriya, which are according to the scriptures, and ashastriya, that which are not according to scriptures. Therefore, it is said, Jiva Dvaitam, Jiva created Dvaita, to indeed Shastriyam, according to Shastra, Ashastriyam, iti Dvida. So, Shastriyam Atatva Avabodhanat Upadadita. May you continue to have the Dvaita aspect of Jiva created world until the realization of the self. Every upasaka, every worshipper of God has the feeling that I am worshipping someone or God. So there is already Dvaita created. It is a great support indeed. It is an alambana, an ashraya. It has to be there. Without that, without holding on to anything, how will you move forward? So, Shastriya, what is said to be Nikrishta Vastani Utkrishta Buddhi Upasanam. What is Upasana? Nikrishta Vastani, in something which is actually insignificant, Utkrishta Buddhi, having a feeling of something great. A stone which is found in a very rough area, when it is given a shape of a Shivalingam, it becomes Utkrishta Bhavati. Uncut marble found in Jaipur, when that fellow start to work and make it beautifully look like a Krishna, and then it is installed in a temple and consecration is done, Utkrishta Bhavati. What is this actually? Nikrishta. What is this? Just a stone. So, Upasana Samaye, one cannot think, Stonaya Namaha, Marbleaya Namaha, and then you are not going to have any kind of devotion to that. So, when you say Krishnaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Keshavaya Namaha, then you are actually, even though you are looking at the stone only, mind is thinking of something great. This is Shastriya. Dvaid aap karte ho, what you are doing as a duality, it's meant for uplifting yourself. Whereas Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and other things that we create out of the worldly situations, because of which our mind gets polluted by looking at the world, that is Ashastriyam. So, until when one should maintain this duality with this about the world, regarding the world as Ishvara Srishti, and therefore I have a feeling of reverence, Atattva Avabodhanat, until one reaches the point of Jivanmukti. So therefore, Atma Brahma Vicharakyam Shastriyam Manasam Jagat Buddhe Tatve Tachaheyam Idi Shrutyanusasanam Atma Brahma Vicharakyam Shastriyam Manasam Jagat Buddhe Tatve Tachaheyam Idi Shrutyanusasanam. Atma Brahma Vichara Akhyam, known as Vichara, thinking about, contemplating on Atma Brahma. Atma mein hu, or Brahma is all-pervading presence. This is the kind of mind or mental thought, Manasam Jagat Shastriyam. So when you have the mind contemplating upon the Lord, contemplating upon Brahman, with an intent to realize, until that point, realize means what? That alone am I, soham iti, that alone am I. Until that point of oneness, whatever the mental activity that you do, Manasam Jagat Shastriyam. इसके लिए आप श्रवण करते हो, मनन करते हो, निधिध्यासन भी करते हो. That's why दृष्टव्य है, श्रोतव्य, मंतव्य है, निधिध्यासी थव्य है. When you are doing the listening, obviously, there is the Guru is there. Guru is part of the world. Shastra is part of the world. Guru bhi nahi hai, Shastra bhi nahi hai. Advaita ho. There are many masters who say, no need for scriptures, don't read anything. You don't need a guru. Only listen to me. What is that then? I'm not even exaggerating. There are people like that. There is no Shiva other than me. Listen to me. Right? Then what happens? Then you are not part of the world. See, when I consider anything other than me, then it's Dvaitam. If the Guru is not there, so that is why the Ishvaro Guru Atmedi Murti Beda Vibhagine. Even as the world is divided into three parts of Guru Hu, Ishvaraha, Atma Iti. So this understanding that even Guru belongs to the world, Shastra belongs to the world, and that Dvaitam is created, then only you can listen. Shrota we have when it is said from whom? Somebody outside me. So this reflection, Atma Vichara, Atma Brahma Vicharakhyam Shastriyam, Manasam Jagat. Buddhe Tattve, when you understand the oneness, usko bhi chodna hai. I think no other scriptures or no other religion would say this. To aap padhte ho, usko bhi chodo. Once you establish in the oneness, there is no need for anything external at all. Buddhe Tattve Shruti Anushasanam abhi heyam. जो श्रुति में कहते हुए वो श्रवण करना है, मनन करना है, वो भी छोड़ दो. क्यों? अभी तो करते हो. Then that means you are still in the process of duality. Jivan mukti Sityam, when you are standing in the stand of Jivan Mukti, there is no question of thereafter duality ever to be obtained, to be maintained. So here, Shruti Anushasanam Heyam Iti. Even it is what is said to be Shruti, according to the Shruti, that also, see, Heyam, it should not mean that I have to reject it. It will fall off. The bed on which you are sleeping and the pillow on your sleeping must be given up while sleeping. Do you give up? मैं बेड को छोड़ रहा हूँ, पिल्लो को छोड़ रहा हूँ, हस्बैंड को छोड़ रहा हूँ, वाइफ को छोड़. You don't need to do it. Once you are there, you naturally leave it. You don't need to think about giving up. Otherwise, you will have to tell your husband or wife, today, you know what I'm planning to do? Yes, giving up on you. You are giving up on me? Yes, you also give up on me. Then only we can sleep. So that state is where even that which is stated in the Shastra as to be followed in a dual form must be also given up. Heyam. Shruti Anushasanam Heyam. So, when it is Buddhe Tattve, here Buddhi does not mean intellectually understanding. Jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. What is that verse? Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. Shushke nire kaha parivaraha. What is the first line? Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. Kaha kasaraha. Jnate tatve. Shine vidye kaha parivaraha. Jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. Shine vidye. When the money is not there, nobody around. What happened to them? Chhod gaya. Sab chhod ke jagah. So here, buddhe tatve heyam. So now there are many scriptures talk about this point of upon realization why there is no need for maintaining the duality. Shastranya ditya medhavi abhyasya cha punah punah param brahma vijnaya paramam brahma vijnaya ulkavattanyatot Shastranyaditya medhavi abhyasya cha punah punah paramam brahma vijnaya ulkavattanyatot srujet. Yatha, just as a person who is walking in a darkness, in a dark forest area, obviously he can't see things, so he has a stick, a fire stick, or let us say flashlight. No, flashlight you won't give up, but anyway. So the fire stick is there and then looking at making sure that you are going in the right direction. Once you come out of the forest which is dark and the bright sunlight is around, what do you do with this? Huh? If it has been a flashlight, then you keep it with you because you cannot, next time you need it. But this one, you just chod those. Because you don't need it. Ulkavat tan srijet. What tan means? What are they to be given? Shastran aditya medhavi abhyasya cha punah punah tan shastran tyaja. Leave the scriptures also. When? Shastrani aditya. Having studied. Before that, don't do it. Anyway, chodna hai na. Anyway, I have to give up. Why should I give hold on to it? No. So then don't eat. Chodna hai na. What do you mean by that? Anyway, whatever I eat is coming to come out. No, why do I eat? It's as stupid as that. You eat, making sure that you digest the right thing, and unwanted things you throw it. Similarly, here, Shastrani aditya medhavi, meaning, usko man mein hai Shastra. Not just book, then it has been assimilated in him. That is medhavi. Medha yasyasti iti medhavi. Medhavin shabda. One who has the medha, retention power, ability to recall at the time of reflection. Medhavi punah punah abhyasya. Having practiced again and again, ज्ञान का वो अभ्यास है, वो कर्म नहीं है. Karma is not, action is, knowledge of Brahman is not, should not lead you to some action. Because action is a product of avidya, kama or karma. This is the anartha parampara. So, after Swamiji, after studying, what do I do? You're still thinking of doing something. You can do other things of the world. I'm not talking about that. But knowledge, when it is gained, Swamiji, maine padha, no? 18 chapters Gita padha. ठीक है. अभी क्या करना है? Then you have actually not read. नहीं पढ़ा. If you really studied, there is nothing, you realize there is vichar karna hai. Karma nahi hai. So vichara is ability to reflect and think correctly. So if you consider that as an action, okay, maybe mano vichara, mana karma it is. So shastrani aditya medavi abhyasya jnana abhyasam krutva. Jnana ka abhyas vichara. Vicharam krutva. अब विचार करने के बाद पुनः पुनः again and again making sure that understanding is doubtless, samshaya rahita jnana, then param brahma vijnaya. See, now there are steps are given, right? Shastra adhyayanam first, medha retention of that knowledge is second, and vichar, vichar karna hai wo the abhyasa or realization, then only. So that's why drishtavya, as Brahadana Upanishad, Atma va are drishtavya, dekhna hai. Kaisa dekhna hai? What is the method of seeing that? Today's mic is very good actually. It gives the same, otherwise it comes out. Anyway, whoever adjusted is correct. Maybe I am talking too loud. Drishtavya. Drishtavya, when it is said, it is a result. But kaisa dekhna hai? Then it is a shrotavya, mantavya, nidityasidavya. So, dekhne ke liye, brahma prakshat ke liye, pehle wo shrotavya hai. So, that is it is shastra aditya. Uska mantavya hai. So, man mein rakhe, that is medhavi. Then, punah abhyasya, making sure that doubtless knowledge is gained, and ekagrata chintanam, sajadiya vritti pravaha, that is nidithyasana. Then paramam brahma vijnaya, having realized the Brahman as oneself, then ulkavat tan tyaja srijat. Then you give up. Don't put the cart before the horse. शास्त्र को छोड़ लिया क्यों? एक छोड़ना है. So it is said, avignate pare tattve shastradidistu nishpala. Vignate pi pare tattve shastradidistu nishpala. Bhagavan Shankaracharya very clear about in that Vivek Chudamani. Avignade pare tattve, without knowing the highest truth, shastra adhi, knowing the scriptures, nishpala, useless. If you have no intention to realize the self, studying scripture is useless. Vijnata bhi pare tattve, if you have understood the pare tattva, shastra adhi, this is nishpala. After that, studying is useless. Having understood, reading is not useful. Not intending to know, the reading is useless. So that is again the Shastrani Aditya Medavi, that verse is from Amrutananda Upanishad. Then in Amruta Bindu Upanishad, which you have seen, in that it is said, Grantam Abhyasya Medhavi Jnana Vijnana Tatparaha Palalamiva Dhanyarti Jajit Grantamasheshataha Grantamabhyasya Medhavi Jnana Vijnana Tatparaha Palalamiva Dhanyarti Jajit Grantamasheshataha. Dhanyarti Palalam Tejed Asheshataha. One who is looking for the grain would leave the husk. Husk has been protecting the grain so long. Let me eat that also. You don't like, corn. Pawn is in that, is stuck in that thing. So it has been holding on for a long time. Let me eat that also. You don't do it. Once you have taken the grain, everything else is thrown away. So here, dhanya arti, one who is seeking to eat the dhanyam, palalam teje. The husk has to be removed and thrown away. In the same way, Grantham Abhyasya, having studied the scriptures, Medhavi again, a person who is able to recollect and reflect, Jnana, Vijnana, Tatpara. Both Jnana or Vijnana mein Tatparata yasya asti. Jnana, knowledge that you gain from the teacher, Vijnana is how you experience that. So knowledge has to be personalized. Then only it becomes an experience. Personalized here means, again, owning up that this scripture is not talking about some XYZ there. It's about me. So knowledge, experience become Vijnana. Bhagavan Krishna again and again says, I will give you Jnanam and Vijnanam. So, the one who has maintained this correct understanding and attitude towards knowledge while listening to the teacher and learning from the scriptures, and then embracing and owning it up to oneself, such a person, thereafter, asheshadaha grantham tyajet. Asheshada means shesha rahita, leaving nothing behind, totally. If at all such an individual is ready, again going back to the scripture, it is only for the sake of using it to explain to others. He doesn't need it anymore. But at the same time, that is giving a systematic way of thinking, and therefore that becomes useful for teaching. So, the same way as that of a person who is seeking the grain would no more interested in husk, even though husk is necessary for making the grain possible. In the same way, Shastra is that which is making sure that your knowledge is complete without any doubt. The whole Shastra is about doubt clearance only. First of all, introduction of the subject, which matter, which you may not have been told by anybody else. Ajnata Jnanam. Jnapakartam jnana, shastram. It is that which is unknown before, only to remind you about that, it is the work of the Shastra. So that, like that of the husk that is maintaining the grain inside for it to completely mature and become ready for eating. In the same way, the Shastra is giving the maturity of thinking, guarding. That's why Shrutam me gopaya. The statement from Vedas is what? Me Shrutam gopaya. May what I have heard, may it be protected, O Lord, because I may probably lose otherwise my attention on this. So let that what is heard be continuously protected. That will be said later on. So here, that Shastra is the one which is protecting the knowledge. That is why it is said it should not be given to unqualified people, because then they misinterpret the whole thing. Like Virochana did. Is it not? Virochana went to his people and said, body is the self. Go, come on, enjoy. Khao, piyo, mojudao. But that's what my teacher said. You are the self. Body. Then it become totally a different, philosophy altogether. So here, even as the Shastra is done, which protects its knowledge, and therefore one understands the sanctity of it, but having recognized the very essence of it, then thereafter all the covering is no more necessary. Let him give up that completely. So this is said in Amrita-bindu Upanishad. So here, a caution is given, what? Having realized the absolute, one should be, Gurudev would say, vigilant, alert living. One should not take it for granted. Because he said the Maya is such a powerful one, you make a Till mistake there. That way, Shurasya Dara Nishita Duratyaya Patopanishad. Shurasya Dara Nishita. Like the razor's edge, walking on the razor's edge. You slip, finished. You're cut into two pieces. That way, it is so carefully it will be tread. Here it is said, Tameva dhiro vijnaya prajñam purvita brahmanaha nanudhyayat bahun shabdhan vacho viklapanam hitat tameva dhiro vijnaya prajñam kurvita brahmanaha nanudhyayat bahun shabdhan vacho viklapanam yat. Dhiraha brahmanaha prajñam tam vijnaya. Tam prajñam vijnaya. Dhiraha, dhira purushaha, viveka purusha, viveki. Atma anatma viveka shilaha. One who is capable of clearly differentiating between Atma and Anatma. Wahi hai dhira. Dhi yasya asti iti dhiraha. Dhi here means viveka buddhi. Yeah, viveka about what? Atma anatma viveka. Dhiraha brahmanaha. Brahmam jnatum ichuhu. Brahmana here does not mean the threaded variety. Gurudev would say that threaded variety should not be considered here. They are a threat to the world. If they don't understand why they are born in that very family, if they don't have the intent or even the goal of knowing Brahman, no, what is the point of being a Brahmana then? Not everybody who is having a sword in the hand will become a warrior. Can they? Take a sword. Why? He's standing there for a pose of the picture also. Painting, portrait. Now you know how to use the sword. Never learned. So what is the point in having a sword and the kavacham and all those things? What is the point in wearing the thread if you are not interested in Brahman? So Brahmanaha. Brahmam vichanadidi Brahmana. And tat vijñā, tameva vijñāya, tam prajñām vijñāya, prajñām atmatattvam pratyagatmanam vijñāya, na anudhyayat. Thereafter, do not engage in what? Bahun Shabdan. Anudhyaya. Bahun Shabdan Anudhyaya na kurvita. That is how to be understood. Thinking about too many mere words. Bahun Shabdan. It is said in the Upanishad, therefore, Anyo Vacho Vimunchatha. Leave all other thoughts and words. That's why they are called Mananashilavan Mauni. A yogi must be a Mauni, not just he won't speak, but his speech should be relevant to the knowledge. Other things, people are talking, because now the cell phone is also free. Go on talking. Nobody is going to listen. Nobody listens to anybody actually. And if you go to a party, everybody is talking. You wonder who is listening to whom. Like the TV, it is on. Who is watching? You see? But after the class is over, they have to switch it off. I'm telling you. Switch. Yeah, they don't turn off every time you have to do this. So if the TV is on and nobody is watching, Some houses are like the TV is going on and on and on. Nobody watches. You go to a party, everybody is talking, nobody listens. Similarly, anyo vacho vimanchata, meaning understanding the uselessness of talking about all other subject matter. Anyo vacho vimunchata. Similarly, here, Shabahun Shabdan Vachaha na Anudhyaya. Do not engage in thinking about that or keeping the mind worried about all other things, many words. Vilapanam hitat, viglapanam hitat. Viglapa means waste, useless, futile. Glapa, glapa is that which is to be rejected, useless. Viglapanam, wastefulness, only it is that. Waste of energy, waste of mental energy. There are so many things that are going on in the world, and which is your choice to whether you have to sit and worry about it at all or not. And many times we find that things that are going on in this world, some of them has no relevance to us. But because you go to a party and you need to open a topic and become vociferous about what you know, so people go on reading other things so that when I go there, I show myself, I know many things. Just to impress others. So, it is said in Vivek Chudamani, here also there is a quoting there. Takshachudam chetyadi chittanishat bahirmukam sannishate tatastadaha pramadada prachuta keli kandukaha sopana pankto patito yatatata. Lakshachute. When you are moving away from your lakshya, chuda means falling away. Lakshachute chet. If your mind is moving away from the main target of your life, yadi chittam ishad, even a little. Ishad chittam lakshachute chet, yadi bahirmukam, then it immediately becomes bahirmukam. Then it will become extrovert. Sannishat tattvataha, in the same way, tatastat, there and there it becomes deviated to outside. Like Bhagavan Krishna said, yato nischardi manas chanchalam astiram, immediately tatastato niyamyetat. Otherwise, tatastataha bahirmukham gacchati. Immediately it will go out. Like what? He beautifully gives the example. Pramadataha, out of some mistake, prachuta kheli kandukaha. A ball that the boy is playing in the second floor, and near the step he is playing, by mistake from the hand, the ball falls onto the step. What happened? Sopana pankto patito yata tata. Then you cannot stop. From the step one, how fast the ball would come down, you cannot stop it. Because every bounce, it will become more and more powerful. It will come on and then fall down. In the same way, in your lakshya, from the lakshya, yes, even ishataha, laksha chute chet yadi chittam ishat, even little, bahirmukam, immediately it becomes mahibur. Immediately it becomes extrovert. So therefore, the caution has to be made every time, that making sure that mind does not deviate into something else, like that of walking on a razor's edge. You know, when you deviate from that, immediately it will cut you there. Tamevekam vijanita anya vacho vimunchata. Yacchetvang manasi prajnah ityadhya shrutaya sputaha tamevaikam vijanita yanya vacho vimunchata yacchetvang manasi prajnah ityadhya shrutaya sputaha. Tameva, that alone, ekam, which is one without a second, vijanita, come to know, realize. Then anya vacho vimanchata. This is coming from again Mundaka Upanishad. Please leave aside all other talks. Talk doesn't mean, that's why Swamiji, I never come to any of your talks. Anya vacha. It is said, ashastriyam, what is not in the Shastra, what is not stated to be any of your, for your own personal progress, that you leave aside. Anya vacho vimunchata, you do not need to speak. And again it is said in Kathopanishad, Yachet, complete. Vang. Jnanatmani. Jnanam, Jnanatmani Mahatiya. Shantatmani, not Shantam. It is not Ditiya. I mean, sorry, it's not Ditiya, Prathama only. Yachet vag manasi. Take the speech to the mind. Manasi. Into the mind, take the speech. Meaning what? The vak here means all the karma indriyas, jnana indriyas, all of them. Manasi yachet. Take the mind, take the speech, or all other faculties also into the mind. In fact, most of us self-talk. You might not have noticed. I don't know how long Swamiji will be speaking. It's already 10:45. Another 15 more minutes I have to sit here. Talking is going on. You may not speak outside. So this vak does not mean externally speaking. Even mind is constantly talking, commentary going on and on and on and on and on. So vak manasi yachet, meaning into that mind which is quiet, not from the speech you stop and then you keep talking in the mind. No. So let all the sense organs along with the speech should get into the mind in the quietness of contemplation. Tanti yachet, manaha yachet, jnana atmani. So that jnanam atmani means that buddhi. May the mind which is filled with thoughts and emotion, etc., may it go into jnanam. The here means the understanding, the wisdom or knowing the nature of the self. Into that, let the mind, all the thoughts, as I said, yato yato nischarati shanai shanai uparamed buddhya dhritigritaya atma samstamana kritva na kinchita vichintaye. Chintanam mahu. To that state of mind where it is coming to them minimum thoughts, if not nothing. Amanasi amani bhav. That buddhi, jnanatmani mahati niyachet. Mahat means of the total intellect. So into that you take it. From my individual intellect, it has to go to the totality. Meaning the one who is governing the entirety. Now, presently we may not understand this what Mahat means, at least Ishvara, sorry. Let the mind, intellect go into the state of recognizing that Ishvara, the Lord alone, is governing the entire universe. To that, then Tatyachet Shantatmani. Take that into the Supreme Self, which is of the nature of peace. Blissful one. So that is said here, Ityadyaha Shrudaya Sputaha. Thus, these are all very clearly stated in the Shruti. Meaning what? That this Shruti says this kind of mental activity is allowed. This kind of Dvaitam is allowed. Ashastriyamapi Dvaitam Tivram Mandamiti Dvidha Kamakrodadikam Tivram Manorajam Tate Tarat Ashastriyamapi Dvaitam Tivram Mandamiti Dvidha Kamakrodadikam Tivram Manorajam Tate Tarat. Even as we talked about this Jiva Srishti, Jiva Dvaitam, Jivena Kritam Dvaitam. That also is Dvida. There are two of them. One is, even if they are Ashastriya, Shastra mein jo kehna, just Shastra mein de jo kehna, kehta hua or keh liya, kaha gaya, okay, kaha gaya. So, what is it? Shrotavyam, mantavyam, nidityastrikavyam iti. Ashastriya, even that which is not stated in the Shastra, in that also there are two. Tivram, mandam. Intense, dull. Even among the sadhakas, what kind of your manda sadhaka or tivra sadhaka, tivra mumukshuva, manda mumukshuva, casual mumukshuva. Manda mumukshu is मोक्ष मिलेगा तो मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा तो नहीं मिलेगा, क्या है? आपके पास है ना, दे दो. That is manda. Tivra means no cost, I will leave it. So in the same way, ashastriyamapi, even those which are not stated by Shastra, dvita dvaitam, tivram mandam. What is tivra? Kama krodadikam tivram. Anger, we saw that just now. Trividam naragasyetam dvaram nashanam atmanah. Kama krodascha lopascha tasmat etatrayam tyajet. Desire, anger, greed, these are all tivram ashastriyam dvaitam. The duality that is created in our head due to kama, desire, anger, greed, etc. These are all considered as tivra dvaitam. And that would not, see, this harms others also around us. There's one more, manorajyam. Imagination. This is called manda. Manorajyam means wool gathering. Some people are very good in that. So keep on mentally imagining things. But you don't harm others. But that is also the mind's occupation. Keep mind very much busy with that. And that's such people, they never give any. Nowadays you have this, children's mind. They don't harm others, but definitely it's not useful to them. The mind is occupied with those things, and then they say that when you wear this and then go the virtual reality, when you take it out, you don't know, but you wonder, this is the truth, that is the truth. Reality is split. Virtual, actual. This is called virtual reality, manorajyam. See, that time itself, Shankaracharya, the human beings won't keep quiet. They create their own reality, virtual reality. So, manorajyam, manoratham, they create their own ratha or chariot of imagination. Okay, so what is big deal about it? Ubayam tattva bodhat prak nivaryam bodha siddhaye shamasamahitattvam cha Sadhaneshu shrutam yataha. Ubayam tattvabodhat prag nivaryam bodha siddhaye. Shamasamahitattvam cha sadhaneshu shrutam yataha. Ubayam, both. Dvidam, which is a dvida, the jiva srishtihi, dvida bhavati, tivram mandam cha, ubayam, tattvabodhat pra. If you are interested in the realization of your own nature, before you even embark to understand the nature of the self, bodha siddhaye, jnana siddhaye, nivaryam, to be given up. Because if the mind is full of anger, etc., it won't. See, it is like a vessel in which you are pouring a milk, and the vessel is very holy. Then what happens? The holy part in which you put the milk, not even a drop will remain, because everything will come out of it. It is like you're going on a boat and you find a hole there in the boat, because of which the water is coming. I know how to take care of it. What? Put another hole. In from this hole, the water will go to the other hole and it will go away. Will it work? Anyway, from this wall, from here, I will put there, and so that it will go that way. More holy it becomes. So mind, kama, krodha, lobha, etc. are all the, what you call, Gurudeva said, drainers. The mental energy which is required for knowledge is drained by these kind of agitations in your mind, which take away all your energy. A person of anger and desire, etc., is not a person who has physical energy that much. If at all such a one has, it is a dash for a short period of time. Passion can give you a lot of energy. Krodha will come with a lot of power. Greed will come with power. Jealous will come with, but short time. Sustenance won't be there. That's why some people shoot to fame quickly, and even as you look at them, gone. What happened? Because that is a momentary power that they were in. But if you look at Gurudev, etc., 40 years tirelessly working. And that is because the mind is so free, it is very clear about the goal and it is not preoccupied. The energy is not wasted. 18 hours you will work non-stop. At the age of 70, I'm tired. His children, when they come back from the school, nothing they did, just sat there and listened. 8 hours. What did you do? What did you do? How are you tired? You are physically working and doing this, and I understand that. Mental tiredness, exhaustion. And people who have negativities in their mind, you get tired very fast. So, bodha siddhaye, what is to practice? Shamaha samahitatvam. Shamaha, the quietness of the mind and the senses. How is it to be obtained? Karma yogena chitta shuddhi tata upasanaya chitta ekagrata. So samahitatvam, concentration. Upasanaya ekagrata. Karma yogena chitta shuddhi. So shamaha samahitatvam cha sadhaneshu, in the field of all the spiritual practices, yataha shrutam, shrutya katitam, shruti. By the shruti, it is very, very clearly stated that these have to be practiced. So, this manda and tivra, ashastriya dvaitam, jivakritam heyam. So, in the beginning of the book itself, as pointed out, what is to be 10:30? Okay. I get confused on this October, I'm telling you. 10:30 is a date. Sleep. I've been talking and talking. It's only 10:30. One more we'll see. Bodha durdvam cha tatheyam Jivan mukti prasiddhaye Kamadi klesha bandhena Yuktasya nahi muktata Bodhadurdvam cha tatheyam Jivan mukti prasiddhaye Kamadi klesha bandhena Yuktasya nahi muktata. Even this Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Tidiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, Ityadi, all these various sadhana chatushthayaha, what is known as Viveka, Vairagya, Shat Sampatti, Tada, Mumukshutvam abhi, Heyam, usko bhi chodna hai. For what? Bodhad urdhvam, ज्ञान होने के बाद तद हेयम, even that needs to be given. Shastra, all of them should be given up when Jivan Mukti Prasiddhaye. Prasiddhaye Stapana. For the abidance in the Jivan Mukti, even the so-called practices that are prescribed as sadhanas, Shamadama Praditya, they also to be given up completely. Given up means, as I said, it will naturally be there in the person. He does not have to put an effort to do that. Shraddha definitely would be there. And all other things will be evidently seen in such a person where he does not put any more prayatna or effort to reach, to have those shamadama ityadi. To him, self-control, control of the mind, and keeping the mind and the senses in place, as well as having the ability to understand with faith, all these things are naturally present in such a person, and not it has come suddenly. He has worked on it for a long time, which has gained him the correct access to knowledge, and having established there, obviously, you will see that effortlessly in that person. However, if you continue to have a kamadi klesha bandhena, if you have bandhena yuktasya, one who is again and again connected to these kind of bondages like kama, krodha, etc., nahi muktata. For him, there is no question of liberation. Liberation is a far-fetched idea, daydream only for him. To such a person who has given to anger, lust, etc., such a person, moksha is. See, that is the reason we find that even though, as in the morning also I was talking about, religion and spirituality, you should not think that they are two different things. Religion helps the spiritual progress, and if you think that that is not necessary, you will find that you are unqualified to proceed further. Next question is, I will have a next birth, so what? We'll see that in the next class. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Wait 1 minute.